Good afternoon, how you doing? Wow. We have a number of excited people in this venue today. It's a beautiful day outside, I think. I haven't been outside for a few hours. But yeah, it's going to be a wonderful one. Whatever it is going on outside, it's all about what's going on in here this afternoon. It just falls to me to say welcome to the London Teenage Poetry Slam 2009. I want to thank you for giving up your Saturday afternoons to be here. There are some people that got here very, very early this morning. They've been rehearsing, they've been travelling across London to get here and check mics and kind of run through and all that kind of thing. So yeah, thank you for being here. My name's Jacob Sandler-Rose. I'm going to be hosting this event this afternoon, and in a second I'm going to introduce a couple of people. I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Mike Vance and Farah Malik. They're representing Link Reach. I'm going to ask them to come out. When they come out, I'm going to ask you to make even more noise for them than you did for me. It's okay, you won't hurt my feelings. Yeah? I want you to make more noise for them than you did for me. Can you do that? Yeah. I'm not sure. Are you sure you can do that? Yeah. All right, now I'm convinced. All right, let's together and welcome Farah Malik and Mr. Mike Vance.
Celebrates its 7th year. My name, as you know, is Farah Malik. I'm Link Reach Chief Executive Officer and the producer of London Teenage Poetry Slam, which I co-founded with Peter Khan from Chicago.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike Vance and I'm the Vice Chair of the Link Reach Board of Trustees. And over the past 7 years, it's been a joy, a real joy to see hundreds of young people from our diverse communities demonstrating spirit and produce really high quality spoken word poetry. I'd like to welcome you to what promises to be a, yes, nice sound, good. What promises to be a fantastic event today.
Right, let's welcome all the schools that have participated in the year's program. Hendon School and Bishop Douglas School from Barnet. From Lambeth. Now get ready for this list. Eastleigh, Kingsford, Lister, Little Ilford, Rockby schools from Newark. Holy Family College of Technologies and Lammas schools from Woking.
Okay, I want you to give it up for the poet coaches. Let's hear it for the poet coaches. Hear it for the teacher liaisons. And they've been supporting the students that we're going to see today. And welcome to the shadows. Let's hear it for the shadows. And they've been a really important part of preparing today. They're a really important part of the teaching faculty. And they've become shadows as part of the program to develop their own teaching practice. And we should acknowledge that they give as good as they receive.
Right. Okay, today for the first time we're lucky enough to have Slam ambassadors all the way from Finland over there. They represent the National Spoken Word and Poetry Slam. They call it Slamarit. You might have seen their t-shirts with that word on it. It's modeled on our very own London Teenage Poetry Slam, and next year will be the 3rd year they'll be running it as a national event. And it's ably supported by none other than Jacob Sandler-Rose. Now I'm sure the teachers and poets will be interested to know that their event is celebrated by is funded by the central government as well as the local government. I think that deserves a cheer. We also have guests from Chicago, who you'll be introduced to shortly, and a representative from Singaporean National Youth Slam, Chris Mooney Singh. Come on,
Before we begin, a few thank yous and acknowledgements. We'd like to extend our thanks to the wider range of people who contributed to this year's event, and that includes head teachers, the other teachers in the schools, parents. Let's say for parents. And our event is made possible by the financing from the schools that participate, Linkreach and Linkpray.
Right, now Linkreach team, this year's backbones have been two people especially, that's Miriam Nash and Sophia Hussain, who worked extremely hard on the project. It's also great to welcome Charlotte over there, back to film today. I think it's time she came back after an extended maternity leave.
The trophies and certificates awarded this year's slam are a memory of Tony Finch, who supported the idea of having an annual London Teenage Poetry Slam from the very, very start. He was the first chair of Linkreach, and what's more, he was a really passionate and educationist, and he dedicated his life to serving young people in London. He was a head teacher of a secondary school in Tower Hamlets for nearly 20 years, and he wanted nothing more than to provide young people in London with the best possible opportunities. He wanted them to be good writers, and he believed in the power of the pen to produce and transform young people and help them to reach for the stars. And most importantly, he was Farah's husband and Harry's father. Harry?
Okay. Now, this year will be the final year that Linkreach undertakes the London Teenage Poetry Slam. We've been privileged to work with many poets who have grown with us and contributed a wealth of ideas to make the slam what it is today, with Jacob Samlerose at the helm, who has once again done us proud, working closely with poets and teachers from every team. In the future, the project and its legacy will be left in Jacob's very capable hands to take forward and chart new territory. So watch this space. There are people who said to me, don't you feel emotional? Not at all, because it's like flying. The slam is flying, and I don't think it should be synonymous with one organization or one person. And I think Jacob, youth needs to take over, and Jacob is just a fantastic person to take that forward.
The way to look at it is that we've been walking so that Jacob and what will happen in the future will fly. So last but not least, I'll also take the opportunity to thank you, the audience, and give it up for yourselves. I want to thank you in advance for being supportive, for being a great, respectful audience. And remember that everybody here, all of the young people here who are competing, they are winners because they've had to win in order to be here at these finals. So let's hear it for them one more time.
Always, the next time you see me on the stage will be to announce the highest scoring team. Let's start by welcoming Jacob on the stage, who will take care of the proceedings from now, and by applauding all the participants and wishing all of you good luck.
So there are some people in the audience who aren't sure how a slam works. The way a slam works is that you're going to see teams of performers get up here and perform poems. And there are 3 judges, and these judges are going to be, they've got the hard task of trying to evaluate who it is that gets this score, who gets that score, you know, how all that works out. Now usually the judges are sat somewhere in the back, and you guys, you know, you just get a royal wave from them. You don't really get to see them as such, yeah? So I'm trying to do that slightly differently this year, and I'd like to invite our judges out on stage so that we can actually see them. Can I first invite out Ms. Kim Trusty? Can we see Kim Trusty, please? All right, I'm going to keep them rolling. Our second judge, can we bring out Ty, please? Ty, can we have Ty rolling? And finally, last but not least, all the way from Chicago, please give it up for the guy who was one of the co-founders of the London Teenage Poetry Slam, Mr. Peter Pan. All right, so people at the front.